You mentioned that there's a bit of a consensus, emerging about CBDCs. Christophe, I'm curious, what have you been hearing?
In fact, it's a very small group of people that is working on it in the European administration. For the moment, the central banks are thinking about it, but it's more in the administration that they are preparing the regulation, the regulation, and afterwards, after that, so the regulation is normally would be published begin 2023, so it's quite short. And then Christine Lagarde, she told about really the CBDC implemented in 2026. So that's not very far away, And the thing is, I spoke with a lot of people inside the EU administration. Nobody knows really where it goes. They tell me the direction changes every month, so it's a little bit difficult to follow. I think the problem with CBDC is that the reflection, the project begin because of fear. Fear about the crypto world, fear about Libra specifically. And so the central banks and the EU Commission said, okay, we have to do something about that. But when you begin a project with fear, it's rarely a good idea, Fear about the crypto world, fear about the banks, because they're telling, okay, if we do a digital euro, what will happen with the intermediaries, with the banks. So what I feel is, for sure, there will be no anonymity. For sure, they are too afraid of all what you know, so they will put a lot of rules on it. Two, they will give a role to the banks. There will still be an intermediary role for the banks, even with a digital euro, which is a little bit nonsense, because if they work on it, it's to simplify things, to give more easily access to it, and they will give a role to the banks. I think it's just because of the lobby. And they will put a limit, maximum, like every citizen will be able to have maximum like 3,000 or 5,000 euro in digital euro. So I think that's the rules they will apply. From my point of view, of course, if I'm interested in Bitcoin and the crypto world, it's because I believe there is a major change, is that today people can own their own money, transfer their own money without any intermediary, and that it will bring well-being to the citizens. So I don't think the digital euro will bring that. So we don't have to mix the debates. Digital euro can be something interesting. It's just like a technical review of the euro, but it doesn't change the importance to push Bitcoin and the crypto world.
Sure.
Christine Lagarde said we are on CBDCs. We are a little bit behind China, which is already ready, So if we are running behind China, it scares me, of course. And the problem is, maybe we have to wait the design of the CBDC, of the digital euro, to judge, But the problem is when they tell you, okay, it will be controlled by the central bank. It will not be anonymous as cash, of course. We will put limits on it, on the amount you can have and things like that. So we will rule what you can do with the euro, with the digital euro. Yeah, then you begin to be suspicious, because you say, okay, why are you doing this? Because there is no advantage for us, for the citizen. So, and the thing is, it would not be such a problem if you have optionality for something else. If we can use Bitcoin everywhere, and you can choose between the digital euro because you want to have that stability, or I don't know, you can choose something else.
Are you saying CBDCs coincide with lack of optionality, right? So you've talked about getting rid of cash, for example.
It's their answer. It's what I understand, because I'm like you. I don't know everything, but what I understand about what they're saying and what I hear, it's their response to to Bitcoin and all the ecosystem. It's say, okay, we have digital euro. So it will be an excuse to continue to restrain the most of as they can the rest of the competitors.